Hey everyone, it is May 1st, so it's now time to take a look back at April 2024. I made the screen a little bit bigger because a lot of you wanted it to be bigger, so I made it bigger. Although, the stuff you see on the right there, I don't even use it anymore, so it's whatever. I'll just show this bulletin board like this, and maybe I might move this a little bit to the right. Well, anyway, before we get to the totals, we have to do a little bit of cleanup. As I mentioned last month, I was going to do some cleaning up this month because we just have so many apps and I really cannot keep track of them all. So it's time to talk about the apps that won't be on this list going forward. Starting with Stake. So, yes, Stake US. It is a social casino. It's not an actual casino. They call themselves a sweepstakes. But the reason for this is pretty simple. It's not available all over the United States, and I don't think it would be fair. If I couldn't have Atlas Earth Sim accounts the way that I want, this is definitely not going in either. Free cash, the other half of the combo that I'll be talking about down the road, is staying. We're just going to withdraw $25 at a time to PayPal at a 5% fee instead. The second one is going to be Shopkick. Now, I just don't use it very often, and checking in 200 plus times just to get a $1 gift card doesn't seem worth it to me, so I'm just going to throw it out. Receipt Jar. Reason for this is I cashed out $5. I'm done. This app is way too finicky and gives too few bonuses for me to want to keep it around. Plus, Walmart, for some reason, does not like me using this app at all to scan their receipts, and it constantly asks me to confirm my identity with them. And it's only been on this app, which is just weird. The next one, Macadam. So reason is because at least in the United States, it is impossible to cash out actual cash from it. As I have discovered when my wife tried to cash out her $60 from Macadam. When they asked for an ACH transfer, they required an IBAN number, and the US banks do not do IBAN numbers. Yes, we can still cash out on Amazon gift cards, but we don't really shop at Amazon often enough to justify spending that $60, and we'd rather be able to put that to the house, honestly. So I will probably replace it with Evidation, if not, next month, May, maybe June. We'll see. Microsoft Rewards. This is a toughie, honestly, but this last round of nerfs has just become too much for me. Now, I'm going to keep it on until I get the last 6,500 points and get that last $5 gift cards, but then I'm going to be removing it from the board. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get that $5 gift card, but I've pretty much given up on them. Now, adding on Ember Fund, this will bring the number of apps that I have active from 21 to 17. Well, at least it'll be 17 once I cash out of Microsoft Start. Pogo is also on thin ice, and honestly, I don't know how much longer Cashwalk is going to be around with the constant nerfing they're doing. Now, to go through the remaining apps in order of the amount of money I cashed out this month from that app, I did try to do it in the order that I had displayed here, but I feel like doing it in the order of how I earned seems to garner better reactions from all of you and make it look less random, so here we go. First, this is pretty obvious, but the winner this month for the fourth month in a row is Benjamin with $56.68, led mostly by the high login bonuses and several consecutive days of the 30-cent bonus. I also took advantage of the one video watching a day to get 11 more cents. So overall, when I don't have any milestone day bonuses, I find myself getting anywhere between 21 to 51 cents a day before bonuses just for watching 2 videos a day. That is insane. Also, I got $22 from the game Drill and Collect, which you probably saw me work on in a video, which definitely helped build up Benjamin to the number 1 spot again for the 4th month in a row. Second place is Bridge Money, who returns with a bang at $33.37. Amazing how, when Earn Plus finally opened up, how much easier it became to earn money with this app. $1 worth of videos every day, as well as money earned from the wheel, and some credit card transactions, and that's literally it. I forgot to do the 420 Besitos game special for 420 coins. Well, whatever. It should, however, be the second app I have to cross $100+ of earnings for the year. Sometime next month. I am very, very close to doing so. I think like $7. Third place is Swagbucks with $25, and what saved me here was Swaggo. I took advantage of needing to redeem as well as buying something that we were badly needing to buy 2 packs of 20 Clorox toilet wand refills for $12 a piece at Walmart. And then we get $4 off of that. Well, maybe even more. It's close to like $4.50 if you do the conversion of the 2,200 swag buck to $25 conversion for a Walmart gift card. So yeah, I would say that was a pretty good deal. Fourth, making its debut is free cash at $21.60. So as I said earlier, I kept only the free cash part of that free cash steak combo of paying out. And that involves watching 3 different types of ads from Make Money Wall, Loot TV, and Pixel Point. Big thanks to Shane Kelly, SSC Kelly, if you've seen him with Beer Money Mania, for his help on this one. I did treat it similar to a conversation to Litecoin since the threshold for it was $2, and then using Coinbase to convert to USDC for a $1 fee and eventually cash out. Also, Litecoin asks for like 1 penny or something like that. I believe it's a 99-cent fee for Coinbase plus a penny fee or something like that for Litecoin. The withdrawal was $22.60, and I just took $1 off of those combined fees to make it $21.60. Still a good month, and I'm impressed with what free cash has. I'm already about $11 into another cash out that should be coming in the middle of May, which makes me wonder if it might actually beat out Bridge Money next month. Well, I guess we'll find out. Fifth is OnePulse at $20 even, and as you all already know, all I can get from them is $20 a month, but it's looking like it's taking me a bit longer than 30 days to cash out $20 each month from OnePulse. It's been closer to like 35 to 40 days, which is still fine, but that means it's heavily likely there's going to be a month this year that I'm going to wind up with a big fat goose egg for the month. They do have some points where it's a pole desert for a few days, and I'm kind of in the middle of one right now. Sixth place is Cashwalk with $10. Another solid month, however, with decreases to the rewards from their challenges, down to 700 coins from 1,000, and what's looking like the increase to 5,000 coins for a $5 gift card instead of the 3,000 right now looming in the background. It does heavily devalue each challenge. Now, instead of each challenge awarding you with the equivalent of $1.67 worth of coins, it only awards you closer to 70 cents once the 5K coin threshold is activated. I mean, even now it's like $1.17 with the 3,000 coin threshold. Now, again, that might be less than half the award. It's still very much worth doing. It just means that the chances of pulling even 2 $5 gift cards a month is becoming less and less likely, let alone 3. Now in 7th place is Amazon MTurk with $9.49. I put in a bit more effort this month, even with the eclipse and the move. More good solid earning polls came around as well this month, and I'm hoping to take advantage in May as well before summer break begins for academia. So I'm fully expecting that MTurk you'll see a higher total than normal, at least to start May, before tapering off. Other major earners, I have Frisbee at $6, but that was after about 3 months worth of receipts. There was also Receipt Jar, which was the $5 cash out followed by deleting said app, and 1Q, which got me $2.75 this month, although I had a lot more opportunity to make as much as $5 plus, but I wasn't able to get to them in time since I had a lot going this month with the eclipse and the move. Also, I had 12 cents with Just Play, but next month I plan to capitalize a little more on that. So going into May, not counting investment gains of any sort, the current net worth from Beer Money apps using only the methods a typical user who is doing this slightly more than casually would is $555.01. $200 of it has now been locked in for 2 months with a Quicksilver secured card, so 5 months to go on that before we move that to unsecured automatically. $200 has been placed with Fidelity in an ETF account, and I put $100 into a Treasury Direct I-bond. Now, I normally wouldn't put so much of a percentage of my portfolio into I-bonds, but it is the end of April, and I wanted to take advantage of that plus the bonus fixed rate, so that was why I did what I did, and I probably won't be depositing anymore till October. And here's the screen where I show off my investments. It is a work in progress, and I plan to make it look better eventually. I added the Series I savings bond of $100, as you see right here. I also added the cash savings account of $55, And then you've probably seen this screen on Fidelity, the Fidelity bond ETF stuff and stock ETF stuff as well. Well, because I cannot combine everything into one management platform, I'm using Excel. Well, technically, this is Google Sheets to do that for me. So, yeah, you see here, I do kind of put a couple notes here. I do kind of put the bonds into one bundle. So, I see a Series I savings bond and a bond ETF kind of count both as bonds. So that's why you might see the allocation as it is, and why I have a 45% stock allocation, 40% bond allocation, and a 15% cash allocation. And this will, over time, start to even out more and get a little bit more aggressive. It's just, that extra $100 with the I bonds with only a roughly $350 portfolio right now does indicate a huge percentage, a huge chunk of this portfolio, and it will decrease over time. Now, another note I want to mention is, yes, the grand total says $355.02. For those of you that are wondering, yeah, the original portfolio says $355.01, and that's because I'm now counting the net worth of this portfolio based on if the investment goes up and down as well, and also $200 being set aside for Quicksilver, which that will probably go to my October I bond once the 7 months are up. Since it'll be around that time, I'll receive them. The net worth of this portfolio stands at $555.02. You see there below, after 4 months of casual, slightly more than casual playing around beer money apps. Now as for my own Atlas Earth account, because as you all know, during the eclipse, I radically changed strategy to focus more on cashing out. The amount of Atlas bucks I have made this month was cut by almost 1/3. You're sitting at 8,894 Atlas bucks. That is, of course, minus, I think, one golf event and one warship event, I believe. They didn't have any fishing events this month, which is interesting. I guess they're focusing on trying to fix fishing just in general, because fishing has this 3 o'clock glitch issue that was going on, where if you're wondering what the 3 o'clock glitch issue is, so when in fishing the circle goes around, when it hits the 3 o'clock position, for some reason most players end up missing during that position. I guess they're trying to fix that, and that's why we're not seeing any more fishing points, basically. But we saw a lot of racer, golf, and warship in the month of April. And I did well enough with golf that I managed to beat the Explorers Club, so it is the biggest moneymaker, Atlas Bucks maker, for this month at 2,358. Explorers Club is second place with 1,839. And because I've managed now to get 2 top 25s in a row in Racer, Racer is now third place with 1,604. Then we have 1,484 for ads, 775 for Warship. Yes, I get top 25, as you can see, on the second, but I just didn't really care too much for Warship. I think I mentioned my issues with Warship to begin with, and I'm just happy finishing top 500, sometimes top 100. And then finally, the wheel was a moderate improvement with 334, 340 with referrals, and 160 with the badge. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to make like a elaborate kind of show of my performance here on out, because again, the focus is more on cashing out. And as far as cashing out is concerned, I managed to make about $31, which puts me now at negative $16. So once I make another $16, which should actually be the next Super Rent Boost event, I will be back to break even. However, I will say that I am planning on getting the Explorer Club once I hit day 90. I do want to keep the Explorer Club for day 90 to 30, just because I think it would be a lot more useful, at least in my opinion. I know a lot of you are saying, that would be, I have to then take more than a month to make up for it. And that's fine with me, honestly. I do want to get a little bit more Atlas bucks and at least try at the end of this month to get a little bit closer to max 3x. And that's my goal for that one, basically. Trying to get to 1,500 Atlas bucks, probably, I want to say by the end of July would be a good goal. So that's my goal for the 3x tier, basically, is to try to get there by the end of July. Okay, now that is it for this video. If you like this video, please do give it a like, comment, as it does with the beginning of every month. Please tell me how your last month went with April. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe to Beer Money Engine. I will see you all next month with hopefully better news regarding Atlas Earth, and also better news with the portfolio as we start making our way now to building that investment portfolio. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.